Yeah, this is a good song. Oh, here it goes. Alright, sorry, I will not talk over it. Thank you, Neon Cupcake. And next up is another underrated song.
That was very lucky. Now let's move on to the yellow one. Alright, I can't wait. The next one is a fan favorite. And a long forgotten song too. It's a surprisingly forgotten tune, despite it being punk rock. I guess everyone knows silver punk rock at the end of whatever time this was made in the 2000s. Yep, rock. We're going to a blast to the past. Exactly. This one is called Better Than Revenge. Now, go stand in the corner and think about what you did. Going for a little revenge. The story starts when it was fun and it was summer and I had it all. I had it right there where I wanted him. She came along, got him alone, and let's hear the applause. She took him faster than you could see sabotage. I never saw it coming, nor would I have suspected it. I underestimated just who I was dealing with. She had to know the pain was beating on me like a drum. She had to
What are you doing on that computer?
Go outside, it's so beautiful!
Hello everyone. This is Henry Morgan. And I'm sad to let you know that our Diary of a Wimpy Kid Dog Days was blocked and we couldn't get it unblocked. So we have to do a non-visual review. And whatever clips of the movie we're not visually showing, even if we don't visually show them, we have to pitch the audio up as it did not get blocked, hopefully. But anyways, regardless, I'll leave the rest of the review up to this fine gentleman, Neon Cupcake, I believe. Yeah, take it away, my friend Neon Cupcake. Bye. Thank you so much, man. Anyways, in case some of you might not understand my Jamaican accent, I may have to tone it down a bit. But hopefully you enjoyed this non-visual review anyway. Anyways, here we go. Okay, my microphone broke, so apologies for any audio quality that you not like or just any noise in the background. Please bear with me until we get a new microphone.
Okay, so quick little context. So, Dog Days was released on August 3rd, 2012. It is based on the third and fourth books, respectively. The Last Straw, and of course, the title of the movie, Dog Days. The Holly Hills and Spag Union parts of the book are from The Last Straw, and everything else is just Dog Days. So the book follows Greg and going through the motions of summer vacation, trying to talk to the ladies, dealing with their family members every summer, parent wanting you to go outside, the usual shit. So the movie starts off with the family heading swimming at the pool, a public pool. And after watching this entire sequence, it makes you realize that maybe you'd rather die than live this nightmare. Anywho, some that used to with the Heffleys comes over and introduces himself or something and starts talking about Spag Union or something. Ah, shit, he's trying to ship Greg off to military school.
Seems that my mic is cut out. Like I said, the bad quality with the microphone. We'll be right back.
You want a red gummy worm or a green gummy worm?
I guess they're red.
Okay.
I'm guessing Ginny gave you those.
She did.
Anyways, let's get back to the review. Let me get the let me start from that point again.
Ah, shit, he's trying to ship Greg off to military school. And after a minute of dealing with Satan's disciple, Manny, we finally get to the opening, well, our second opening of the movie. And like I said in the last two movie reviews, I like how they are able to animate the book into the movie. I feel like what I said never made any sense, but I like that they still keep the animation when doing the intros, when animating certain scenes. I like how they are able to incorporate the book in fun little ways into the movie itself. I really like that a lot. But I also like how they're able to condense all of these pages and be able to fit this into the movie. Granted, they had to remove some things, but for the most part, for 500 pages condensed into this 1 hour and 33-minute movie, I have to give them their props. They did that really well, and I really appreciate that. Anyway, back to the review. Anyways, last day of school, so you know what happens from here. The usual last day of school bullshit. Talk to your friends about getting that girl, before she has to leave. Your teacher is stuffing you with schoolwork for the last day of f***ing school. Trying to get your yearbook signed. By the way, that goes as well as you think it does. And the possibility of being friend zoned.
Have a great summer. You're such a good friend.
Good times. And now that it's summer, we go through a montage of the hours passing as Greg slaves away to Twisted Wizard until his dad gets back home and he has to fake it.
Congratulations, player. All your hard work has paid off.
Oh, never mind.
That's it. No more video games for the rest of the summer.
You can't do that.
Oh, yeah, I can. I will. I am.
Aw, shit, he's lost his mind.
Ha! Guess who's the laugher now? Me! I'm the laughingest laugher that ever laughed.
Damn, this is insane. It is here where we get to one of our main storylines. That is, that Greg and Frank have nothing in common. Or at least that's what both of them think. And as much as he believes that, Susan brings up the point that Frank did not exactly have the best upbringing with his dad growing up, and that if he doesn't want the same thing to happen to him and Greg, that he should probably find a way for them to bond so that they don't repeat the cycle. And honestly, I love this little storyline. I feel like this is definitely one of the more mature storylines within Diary of a Wimpy Kid that I've seen. And honestly, I am all here for it. But anyway, Frank agrees and he decides, yeah, he should make time for Greg. I wonder how that's gonna turn out.
Rise and shine.
Wow. Just wow, actually. Rowley says he can't hang out, but he did say he's going to the country club and he'd like if Greg comes along. Greg says no, but then he quickly realizes that he'd rather die than be at home. We get to the country club and he realizes, oh shit, this is what freedom feels like. Oh yeah, and Holly's there too, I get, oh no.
We're all about tennis.
Cool. We should play sometime. Actually, I've never played.
That'd be great.
Cutting back to our first storyline, Frank gets Greg an internship, not paid by the way, and Greg decides the appropriate thing to do is not vocalize his feelings, but in fact lie to his father and says, oh yeah, I got a job at the country club. You did? You got a job? I wonder how this will backfire. Anywho, because you can't get anything past your siblings, Roderick suspects that Greg doesn't have a job. To which Greg says, no, he doesn't have a job, because no shit, who's falling for that? Roderick agrees to keep it between him and Greg under one condition.
Hello, Governor, top of the crumpet here. Woo. Where's the nearest flue? Me mustered up a wee little tinkle.
Oh yeah, and there's like another plot line with like Roderick trying to get Heather Hill's, Holly Hill's sister's attention. That goes as well as you expect it to go, by the way.
Who are you? I don't even know you. Okay, what? What is happening?
Okay, so allow me to vividly describe the next few scenes to you. Greg goes on a small little vacation to the boardwalk with Rowley and his family. A few minutes go by and you realize that Rowley and his family are very, very, very annoying. Now, this is not me knocking anyone that has a close relationship with their family. I'm not knocking it at all. But when You gotta guess, and you are singing Milk on the Wall, right? Not 100, not 200 milk on the wall, 5,000 milk on the wall. And then you gotta sit down with another nigga's family and then start playing games. Reasons why I love you. If I mind you, you do not know these people like that, right? Made worse by the fact that you, again, don't know these people like that. And now you are sharing an ice cream cone with three people that you don't know like that. Now, I'm not saying what Greg did was right at all. Accidentally, mind you, but sending 900 plus emails to people saying that these people are insane, and then mixed in with the fact that while packing so you could get the fuck out of there, you accidentally dial 911 and traumatize your friend and your friend's mother. He's not in the right either. What I'm trying to say is you both things can be true at the same time. Rowley's parents are probably people you don't want to be around during vacation, especially after the ice cream scene. But also Greg was doing way too much. Anywho, Greg lies to Rowley. No, it's the other way around. Sorry about that. Rowley lies to Greg about going to the country club because his parents said that he can't hang out with Greg anymore. Understandably so, he's a sociopath. But my thing with this is that this scene drags out for a while. The lie thing drags out a little bit much. And it's here where I realized also that the pacing's a bit off. Like, the pacing's weird. It starts off really strong, like at the beginning, and then it just dips in the middle. Don't get me wrong, it picks up by the end, but the pacing just really fast during the middle sections. But you know what? Who really gives a fuck? This shit's funny regardless. Anywho, the lying thing is finally resolved. Greg's not upset anymore, and Greg manages to get Roderick a gig. Man, it seems like everything's wrapping up quite nicely. I wonder how Greg f***s this up.
Carefully. Your son has been racking up a lot of charges on my account.
What are you talking about? He works here. Tell him. There must be some mistake. We don't employ minors.
Anyway, Greg is getting shipped off the Spag Union. It's fine, I'd ship him off the Spag Union too. Anyways, in order for him not to get shipped off, he's just gonna have to prove that he can be the best wilderness explorer there is. And that also goes as well as you think it does.
Why'd you do that?
I can't stop making you mad at me. It is.
You can just see Frank's brain just shut off for a bit. Anyway, Stan is talking shit about Greg's dad. So Greg comes up with a plan to embarrass them. And this is actually one of the times that it actually works in his favor. Not how he wanted it to, but it works. Anyway, Greg finally mends his relationship with his dad. And now it's time for the big finale.
Oh,
It's like he's singing into my soul. It was honestly amazing. And everything works out, sorta. And the movie ends on a happy note. Greg and his family are now members at the country club. Ollie and Greg and Rowley are all cool. Frank and Greg are getting along. Everything ended all well. I sure hope they don't fuck it up with an abysmal movie. And that was Dog Days. As I said, there are a lot of things that I liked about the movie, and there are a lot of things that I disliked about the movie. The movie is really relatable, due to the fact that, yeah, it's summer, it's unpredictable. Summer is usually unpredictable. You don't know what the hell you're gonna do. Shit, my summer was unpredictable, so I relate to that. There's a lot of humorous gags and a lot of funny moments. My favorite moment, aside from like the ending scene with Roderick singing, has to be when Frank checks his watch. It was the wrong hand. He did not check the hand with the watch, wrong hand, and then he just literally went off to work. He was not going to work just for the sake of work. His dead ass trying to escape from finding Tingy, only to realize he's the one who threw it in the bin, so therefore it all came full circle. That was really funny for me. Frank crashing out was also definitely a funny scene for me. I really like the family dynamic, especially between Greg and his dad. I don't like that family dynamic between Rowley and his family, bro. I'm sorry. I just can't. Again, I'm not saying it's wrong for a kid to be innocent, for a kid to be protected by his family, but Rowley's family just seemed really overprotective. And again, that one ice cream scene is not gonna leave my head. I'm not even trying to make it weird, but when you add the context that Greg is there and he also has to lick the ice cream cone, that's weird for any guess. Sorry, not sorry. And dude, Roderick just steals the show. In every scene that he's in, Roderick just steals the show. And like it's just really funny to watch Roderick on scene. Devin Bostic did an amazing job. My dislikes are far and few in between. Look, my main dislikes are just mainly that one, the pacing in the middle is just really weird. Like the pacing at the beginning was fine, but then you get to like the middle of the movie and it's like it feels like just a bunch of skits put together. But aside from that, the movie was great. I have no complaints other than what I just said a while ago. This movie was good. This movie was definitely better than the last two. I'm gonna say that. It was just a really great movie, honestly. I give this movie a 9.6 out of 10. Amazing movie. I have nothing else that I of value that I can add right now, other than like new video coming out soon. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.
I'll see you guys in the next video. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you have, be sure to leave a like. If you are new, be sure to subscribe.
Yes, we hope you enjoyed this review, even though it was a mirrored version. Anyway, see you later. Goodbye.
Thank you guys so much for watching. What, California there? Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, we will see you all next time. Bye bye.